Most students don't fail the SAT because they're lazy. They fail because the system sets them up to fail. You open a book, instantly overwhelmed. You download a practice test. It's nothing like the real test.
You get answers wrong and no one explains why. You sign up for a course 40 hours of lectures and you're more confused than ever before. The problem isn't you. The problem is how you are being told to study. But luckily, there is a smarter way built for how students actually learn today. Let me show you. You open your SAT book and suddenly, everything feels like too much. Should you study math first, grammar rules, or maybe take a practice test? You don't really know where to start, so you don't. The worst part of SAT prep: wasting time doing the wrong things. The truth is, most students jump into studying blind, flipping pages, watching random YouTube videos, and hoping something sticks. That's why they burn out, or worse, barely improve. Starting without a roadmap is like sprinting through a maze blindfolded. I've seen it too many times. Students grind for weeks, then take their first SAT test and get crushed. Not because they're lazy, but because they studied wrong. And here's how you flip the script. Go to the SATcrashcourse.com and take the free diagnostic test. In minutes, you will get a detailed breakdown of your strengths, your weaknesses, and this is key. No more guessing, just progress. It's fast and it's built by SAT pros who actually get it. And if you feel lost, this is your starting line. Experience the real SAT interface right now at thesatcrashcourse.com. And finally, study smart. Start now, stop guessing, your plan is waiting. Be honest, how many sketchy SAT tests have you downloaded that felt totally off? Some are outdated, others are made by random tutors, and none of them feel like the real digital SAT. Here is what nobody tells you. Your score isn't just about what you know, it's about what your brain expects. And if your practice tests do not behave like the real thing, you're setting yourself up to choke. And that's why the SAT Crash Course offers 10 full-length adaptive SAT tests that look, feel, and score just like the real thing. And it also has a separate ultimate crash course packed with lessons for every section, and 2 full SAT tests to track your progress from start to finish. Digital, adaptive, instant score breakdowns. So when you show up on test day, nothing surprises you. And if you buy 10 practice tests, you will get free access to their full SAT course, which is normally $100, now included. They will add the course to your account within 24 hours. And this is a limited time promo that is gonna end on July 31st. So stop prepping like it's 2015. Try a real SAT style mini test for free at the SATcrashcourse.com, and don't forget to use code Azamat at checkout. It helps support the channel. Practice like it's game plan, because it is. Alright, tell me if this sounds familiar. You take an SAT practice test, you check your score, and boom, you missed 15 questions. But when you check the answer key, it just says B instead of A. Cool, but like, why is B right? No explanation, no logic, just confusion. You're stuck again. Most students don't actually study wrong. They review wrong. They check answers, not understand mistakes, and say, I will just do more practice. Now, you will just repeat the same mistakes again and again. More tests doesn't mean more improvement. Practice doesn't make perfect, it makes permanent. The future of SAT. It's not more questions, it's smarter review, adaptive tests, and now video walkthroughs on demand. The SATcrashcourse.com gives you video explanations for every single question, not just a few of them. Maths with step-by-step walkthroughs, reading with logic-based answer eliminations, grammar decoded in plain English. Review isn't just about what you missed, it's about why you missed it. If you've ever looked at an answer and thought that makes zero sense, you need to go to the SATcrashcourse.com, watch one explanation, just one, and you will never look at SAT prep the same again. Let's talk about the thing that actually builds confidence. Practice that feels real. Because most SAT practice tests online, they're watered down, printed PDFs pretending to be digital, or written by random people who've never taken the new test. That's not prep, that is false confidence. At the SATcrashcourse.com, every full-length test is designed to feel exactly like the real exam, including an official style interface and an integrated Desmos calculator, just like the one on test day. Same question logic, same adaptive flow, same digital format. You don't just get used to the questions, you train your brain for the actual experience. And here's the best part. They never stop updating new tests, improvements based on what's actually changing in the SAT world, because you shouldn't be prepping with something written 2 years ago. And that's how students get blindsided. With the SAT Crash Course, you're always one step ahead. So when test day hits, there are no surprises, just results. Let me guess, you signed up for an SAT prep course that promised results. Then they give you 40 hours of boring lectures, zero personalization, and results none. If your prep feels like punishment, you're doing it wrong. Most SAT courses are bloated. They're designed to look helpful, but not to be helpful. They throw 30 hours of content at you, but you retain maybe 20 minutes of it. You start skipping videos, fall behind on practice, and then feel like you're the problem. Spoiler alert, it's not you, it's the course. Here's the truth. Students who actually finish SAT prep almost always improve. The problem is most courses make finishing nearly impossible. So they fix that. It's not magic, it's momentum multiplied by systems. Here's what makes this work. Instead of guessing what to study, they show you. You never waste time. You always know what comes next. And with smart pacing, you actually finish. No more dragging your feet through hour-long videos. Just watch, apply, and improve. You sit down to study, open your book, start flipping pages, then realize everything looks important. Reading, math, punctuation rules, exponent properties, you're beauty. And suddenly your 2-hour study session turns into 2 hours of panic. You can't study everything, and you shouldn't. Here's what most students get wrong. They treat SAT prep like school. They try to study everything from every topic in every section, but this isn't school, it's strategy. The SAT doesn't care how much you know, it tests how well you know in very specific ways. If you try to study everything, you will remember nothing. Most students waste over 60% of their prep time studying stuff they already know, and 90% never actually finish their prep. The SAT Crash Course doesn't just give you tests, but also courses to actually improve. Here's how the courses work. Start with a diagnostic test to instantly see your strengths and weaknesses. Dive into your personalized performance reports and focus on your weak areas. Watch targeted video lessons and complete practice tailored to your needs. Apply what you learned with exercises. Repeat the same cycle, practice, learn, apply, and improve. When students stop guessing what to study, progress skyrockets. The system must do the thinking so they can do the learning. Look, prepping for the SAT shouldn't feel like climbing Mount Everest blindfolded. When you know exactly what to work on, you stay focused, you study motivated, and most importantly, you finish. The SATcrashcourse.com gives you the roadmap. You just follow it. No fluff, no guessing, just targeted growth. If you've ever stared at your prep book wondering, where do I even start? You already know the answer. Take the free diagnostic test. Study what matters, skip what doesn't. Start now at the SATcrashcourse.com. And if you want to support my channel, just use the code Azamat when you sign up. It means a lot.